Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 12 of Crusader Kings 2, where we are trying to form the Empire of Britannia. We're one step closer because we have been able to form the kingdom. We've also been able to peacefully vassalize a lot of the de jure dukes that are within the kingdom. So we haven't had to go to war with the Duke of Northumbria, which is quite nice. But there's still a few that are resisting, so we are having to get into the occasional war, and we're not going to call our allies in. We've just got our vassal levies raised. That should be fine. Apparently we've won a siege that I didn't even know I was involved in. That's all good. Now, in order to form the empire, we need to grab a lot more counties. We also need to have at least 2 kingdom titles, so we'll probably end up grabbing Wales, as it's much easier to grab than Scotland, to be honest. Although, in all fairness, we'll probably end up taking both of them anyway. It's Ireland that tends to be the pain. The other problem we've got is most of these holdings are tribal, not feudal. So we can't hold these counties directly, because if we look at their top holdings are tribal settlements, not baronies. But there's a way around that. Now, the provinces that we currently hold are kind of... not bothered about the rise of the Shire. The provinces that we currently hold are kind of split up all over the place. You know, we hold Leicester, we hold Lincoln, we hold Northampton, and we also hold Sussex, and, you know, we'll have them dotted around. It doesn't really matter. Try and keep your domain limit at the max as often as you can, because having that high domain limit is going to, or having a high number of domains is going to allow you to have more personal levy and also more tax income as well. Let's have a quick look at the laws. We might be able to change another law here. Crown authority for the actual kingdom. We're not going to go ahead and... well, we could go ahead and change that. We could also go to free investiture. Oh no, we are papal. We want to stay papal. That's fine. We don't want to be free investiture. Papal's better because it means the Pope is going to be happier with us. So we could go crown authority up to low, which would mean we get more levy, but we'd have some negative opinion effects. We could put centralisation back down to minimum, which would essentially allow us to have a higher vassal limit, but a lower domain limit. We're not at our vassal limit, so we don't really need to worry about that. Feudal taxation. We'd actually lose quite a bit of opinion for doing that. City levies. Now, feudal levies is normal. We can't get that any higher. Church levies are minimum. Church taxation we could put up to medium if we wanted to. We don't have any tribes at the moment. What we might do then is actually just go up to low crown authority. It's not a bad idea. We'll lose a little bit of opinion with some people. It's not going to be the end of the world for us. We do need to keep our eye on people who we can sort of suck up to. We want to be sucking up to you. So let's go ahead and take our Chancellor and move him in there. Not too sure why the guy hates us completely. But everything is currently looking relatively good. That has been passed. We're still waiting on this siege down here to finish. As soon as that's over, we should hopefully have a 100% war score and be able to peace out and grab the county of Kent. Also looks like there's a little bit of rebellion going on down here. In fact, West Francia is completely disappeared. It is now Bavaria. The last time I looked over here, Bavaria was a single county. So that is quite good. We're at 100% war score anyway. So let's go and offer peace. Ta-da, there we go. So we can go and drop down the levies. So that is a good start. So we now hold Dover. So that is our personal barony. Now, the thing is, when you first take these over, you get new administration and recently conquered. So it screws up the levy size, it screws up the tax and the reinforcement rate. Something that you've freshly conquered is pretty bad. My liege, I write to you with bad news from Leicester. My efforts to squeeze some extra taxes out of the population has met with resistance, and peasants are arming themselves. I fear that we might have a revolt on our hands soon. Yeah, so what? We will smash them into the ground if that happens. So, anywhere else that we can get? Are you still at war? It looks like you are, which is a bit of a shame. We'd prefer it if you were not. What about you, you miserable old git? You still don't want to come into the fold. You very much should come into the fold. What about you? You wouldn't say yes either. Well, we do have a claim on Strathclyde. We also should have the Isle of Man. Because you're de jure part of the kingdom. But I think we're going to have to go down and maybe take out Cornwall next. I think we'll be able to peacefully vassalize Essex once he's not at war. So, who do you have in terms of allies? How strong are you? You've got quite a few friends, actually, although most of them are just Irish chiefs. So, again, I don't think you are that much of a hassle to us. Let's go ahead and build some more upgrades here in Leicester, actually, while we can, while we're thinking about it. Let's go ahead and get Castletown for some more tax, because it'll pay for itself. It'll allow us to go ahead and build more buildings. So let's go ahead and declare war on you. Oh, we can only make you a tributary. Are you not de jure part of this kingdom? No, apparently you're not. That is interesting. Okay. Some of this land up here is de jure part of our kingdom, though. So we should definitely think about taking some of that. Okay, well, we'll be coming for you later anyway. So I guess if we want to go to war with you, we're going to have to fabricate a claim. What about you? I think we can actually try and grab something from you. Yeah, we can actually make a de jure claim on that. Let's go ahead and do that then. So, again, we don't need to bring our allies in straight away. Thought we could press some claim. Well, we could usurp some titles. The High Chieftain of Strathclyde, we'll probably just end up doing that. That'll give us another duchy, because a High Chieftain is basically the same as a Petty Kingdom. We don't really want that. But let's go ahead and raise up our vassals. Again, vassal levies are quite small at the moment. If we need to raise up our personal levies, we will be able to. Let's get everybody together in Warwick. Now, he is raising some troops, but I think we will be okay. He's probably going to try and get them all together before he comes in to attack. We should have the numbers. Depends how many of his allies he feels like calling in. As soon as the save finishes. Yeah, we've got a decent number here. I think we're going to get a river crossing whichever direction we go in for. So let's just group up, make sure we've got the best people leading. A 14, 15, and a 14. You don't like me all that much, but you never know. You might. In fact, this is a little bit silly, but I'm going to put the guy that doesn't like me in the middle, because there's more chance that he's going to get killed leading the middle, and then I'll have to suck up to his heir instead of him. He really doesn't like me for some reason, so if he gets killed off, it won't be the end of the world. So let's go in and attack over here. Again, we did get that river crossing penalty, which we fully expected to. He doesn't have any leaders on his flanks, so his flanks have already been completely murdered. And speaking of completely murdered, so was his army. So let's go and see if we can chase them down. Finish them off if we can. He did manage to actually survive that attack. Surely he can't have anything left. Right, he doesn't. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to go and siege this province first, because this province is the war goal. And then we'll go and siege his top holding as well. I honestly thought for a moment there that he was actually coming down to try and siege me out. That certainly would have been interesting. So how much do all of my people hate me right now? You really don't like me, do you? For some reason, you just absolutely hate me. Increased crown authority, mainly race levies, short reign, elector titles. It's because you're ambitious. You might need to disappear. So we'll auto-invite people to the plot there. I guess what we could do is we could just revoke the title from him. We could just revoke the county and give it to somebody else. He actually holds both of these. Do you hold anything else? No, you just hold those two counties. So we could just go and revoke them from him, give them to somebody else. We'll see. I don't think he's going to be that much of a problem. He does seem to have quite a big personal levy, though. And he's currently fighting with his neighbours, which is not ideal. You know, all these guys are fighting between themselves, which, you know, I wish they wouldn't, but there's not a lot you can do about it. At the end of the day, I'm the king, but these guys can still attack each other. We have an open council position for our court chaplain. We're going to go and grab you. And let's have a quick look at our vassals at the moment, actually. So, any of our bishoprics not paying their way? Looks like most of them are. You're not, but obviously you can't improve relations with yourself. The Bishop of Chichester, which is Sussex. So, we will send you down to Sussex. Unpause the game, let it continue to tick, and hopefully we can win this war. He's sitting down there in Wessex where he can't do anything because he doesn't have enough men. Now, there's a big army all of a sudden that's just come out of nowhere. Well, I think we're just going to sit here for a little while. I don't really want to go and engage that army if I don't have to. Especially if we can actually win this war by just sieging out the county. And also, let's let them attack me. If they want to come and attack me, let them, because they'll have to come across a river. They don't really seem to be doing an awful lot else, so they might even be in another war, which is a possibility. So we're about to finish that. Saddle my horse, even though I'm leading troops, but we'll saddle my horse anyway. So we have a victory. Only 90%, unfortunately. So what about if we were to go over here? Castletown has been built. We do have some spare money. What would we like to get now? Fort level is good, but getting extra infantry and stuff is always nice. Let's get some extra heavy infantry. Heavy infantry are always really, really good. There's nobody in his top holding, actually, so let's go and siege out his top holding. I'm not too sure where he is or what he's doing. Maybe he's off fighting another war in Ireland or something. Oh, actually, there he is. It will not escape me, but it probably will. We have a new heir. So what happened there? Oh, my son died. Oh, he was murdered. On the orders of Sifrilid Wiggleflinging. Who is that then? Not even sure who that was. Let's go and get these people to stop backing these plots. Get these plots ended. That was really annoying, actually getting my son murdered. Stop backing plot. So we have a new heir. So what we need to do now, make sure we're paused. Go into laws. We need to nominate... Surely we had another son. Thought we did. Family. Yeah, we do have another son, which is Offa. He's only 2. You are my half-brother. You are... I guess that's fine. I guess we can nominate the half-brother. We could also just try and nominate our son. So that should be fine. That was a little bit annoying. Oh no, people are actually voting for my other brother. I'm not liking the size of this army right here. There we go. Looks like some of these plots are ending. So now you've ended the plot. Would you... Well, we can end the plot there. You've accepted the demands, so this plot should now go away. Now you're going to try and unsiege that, aren't you? I think we are going to have to raise up our personal levy here. Put you guys together in more... Just because he has such a big army. I can... 20% I gain chased, or +1 diplomacy, +10 general opinion. Well, yeah, we'll take that, of course. It was nice, but I have to go. We've had that event before. Yeah, we'll just go. let's just quickly check something. Okay, that should be all those plots gone. Threats aren't too problematic at the moment. Now, who was it that killed my son? Sif Liad. So how do we find somebody? Find characters. The Spymaster of Bedford. We could imprison you. There you go. Safely locked away in the dungeon. Let's have a look at our dungeon, actually. We haven't looked in there for quite some time. We have a fair few prisoners. We could ransom you off. But you killed our son, so off to the oubliette you go. Who else could we ransom off? We'll ransom you off. 10 gold is 10 gold after all. So let's get my army together. Now what should happen here is I should be able to siege that out before he can siege that out. But I'll just put you down there. What have we got here? One of our children lacks a guardian, which is our son, so we'll educate him ourselves. Could use him for opinion, but we want to try and, again, choose what traits he gets. So we'll unpause. Looks like he actually might win that siege. I really don't want to have to break this siege here. Could I go ahead and squash one of your armies? Maybe I can catch him. Is he running into me? How is he not hostile? He's hostile to me, but I can't kill him. Righteous imprisonment on my rival. What has he been doing? Why can I imprison him? Intrigue. You can stop doing that, if you wouldn't mind, for some extra opinion. You can go ahead and end your plot as well. Doesn't look like we're going to get any plot power against that guy, so we might as well just give up with that. You've agreed, so you can go and end your plot as well. Hopefully they will all go away. You're going to unsiege that, aren't you? Okay, good. People are voting for the heir that I wanted. Right, let's go and siege out both of your provinces then. We'll merge the armies together. That is probably going to fall, which will be quite annoying because I wanted... Yeah. So we've actually lost that. He's moving north. That's fine. We'll siege these out and then we'll merge the army up and I think we'll just go and smash his army. I think that'll be the sensible thing to do here. We'll probably actually get enough war score from smashing the army anyway. But we'll siege out his top holding. Let her rot. Yeah, so there's people trying to break free and stuff, but I think in general we're okay. We don't need to worry too much. Yeah, everyone can just rot. I don't care. So let's go back in. Oh, we're actually all moving in, are we? So that's fine. Let's wait until you get into this province together. We'll group you up and make sure we've got our best leaders. So, you in the middle. On the end, you... Do we want to be leading? Well, we prefer not to be, I guess. And you do have rough terrain expert, so we might as well stay safe. Let's go in and try and wipe out this army. We do have the numbers, although we did take a river crossing penalty. We've already melted one of their flanks, so that's a good start. So we are flanking hard. Our middle's actually falling, though. No, we did just manage to recover from that at the end. That's given us 100% war score anyway, so we can go ahead and offer peace. And we get ourselves another... county. So let us go ahead and drop these down. Now, do we hold that directly? No, it's actually held by the Count of Worcester. That's fine. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually... Well, he can't really create a duchy. Because the duchy that he's in is my duchy. But I think he'll be fine. I don't think we're going to have too much trouble with him. We definitely need to keep our eye on this thing, though. So, we want the County of Oxford. You're quite big, 24%. So, let's take our councillor and move you to Oxford. Can we grant you a honorary title? Yes, we can. Let's make you the cupbearer. And what was the other one there that we were failing quite hard on, which is East Anglia. So we can go over there and we can offer you an honorary title and we can make you the seneschal. So that should help a little bit there. I've got some units down here that I wasn't aware that we'd raised up. Let's go and drop those. And my personal levy, of course, down there. Forgot about those guys. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Essex in. Are you still at war, sir? No, you are not. Would you accept vassalization? Says that he wouldn't. Well, we could certainly go and take the place if we wanted to, but I think we're doing quite well. We've got a fairly decent-sized kingdom at the moment. Barracks has been built in Leicester. Go ahead and spend some more of our money. Probably we should keep some in case we need to get mercenaries, but I don't know. I do quite like the idea of just upgrading everything to get us some additional troops. Not too bothered about the fort level, so I don't think I'm going to bother with that one. We'll save up some more money. If we actually have a look now, our personal levy is 1,800. Our vassal levies is 2,000, so, you know, we are quite powerful. And it's good because having a good personal levy reduces the chances of our vassals rising up against us. We've also got a little bit of retinue limit here, so we could go ahead and actually start getting some retinues. And that may well be something that we do quite soon. Is actually go ahead and what does it actually tell us what most of our forces are? No, it's not showing, but if we actually have a look on the baronies, it is mainly light infantry. No, actually mainly heavy infantry. So we've got a lot of heavy infantry. So we could mix it up a little bit. We could go ahead and get some retinues. Yeah, we could go ahead and get some retinues and actually get something like an archer light infantry mix, which wouldn't be too much of a bad thing. Projected monthly cost is relatively cheap, decent amount of men. It'll use up most of our money doing it though. But having a retinue certainly isn't a bad idea. So let's go ahead and create one. It starts off with just one man, and it'll start to build up slowly as time goes on, but that's fine. What you can do now, I think this is something they added in one of the last expansions, is you can actually change what speed your retinues will reinforce at. So retinues are not set to reinforce, which removes the reinforce cost. We want them to reinforce at maximum speed. So it'll cost us a little bit more. So who is this? This is our son. No, this is our nephew. What do we want him to be? So he can gain patient. Well, yeah, we want him to be patient, don't we? Of course we do. Because patient gives him intrigue, diplomacy, stewardship, and learning. That is all good stuff for him to have. But I think things are going quite well. So to that end, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. And I'll see you guys on the next video. So thanks a lot for watching. And until then, goodbye for now.